It was the winter holiday time on the island of Sodor. It's very cold, but the engines don't mind. They love this time of year when the stations all look jolly and beautiful in their decorations. There was also plenty of work to do with passengers and parcels, and that always happened no matter the weather. "Driver says there's more snow on the way," said Edward. "We'll be needing our snowplows soon," James added. "You'll like that, won't you, Thomas?" teased Henry. "You know good and well I won't. I hate my snowplow," snapped Thomas. Sure enough, that night, the snow fell heavily and the wind blew fiercely, covering the island in even more snow than it had the day before. Sir Topham had arrived the next day to talk to the engines. He told them they would all have to have their snowplows fitted, and then he spoke specifically to Thomas. "Farquhar village was cut off from the blizzard last night. You will take supplies there along with Toby today." Thomas was excited about taking a special, but not about his snowplow. "Please, sir, my snowplow is very awkward and uncomfortable. Do I have to wear it?" "Every engine must wear a snowplow," said Sir Topham Hatt. Later, the fitters were working on it in the yard. Thomas was looking at it angrily. "Big, horrid, awkward thing," he said, upset. His spirits lifted when he saw his train. There were 2 vans of supplies, food, blankets, generators, but the flat car in front held a magnificent Christmas tree for the village. "The tree will have lights, and it'll stand in the square of the village," Edward said. "Make sure you get it to Toby as soon as you can." "I will," said Thomas. Shortly, he arrived at Elsbridge, where Toby was happy to see him. "The villagers will be delighted to get all of these supplies and that tree," Toby said. "I'm glad you have your snowplow. I can't clear those snowdrifts myself." Thomas scoffed. "I just wish I didn't need it." "It'll be fine," Toby chuckled. "Once the line is clear, you won't need the plow. There's no more snow scheduled for today." The 2 set off not long afterwards. The snow shifted easily aside in some places, others it took some force. Thomas was still not happy. The plow was awkward and heavy, but it did its job. Then there was trouble. Thomas couldn't see, but there was a large rock buried under a snowdrift. His snowplow hit the rock. "Bouncy buffers!" cried Thomas. "My plow is broken!" Thomas came to a halt while his crew examined the plow. Then... "Oh, great! Just what we didn't need right now!" Back at the station, Sir Topham Hatt was looking up at the snow. "I hope Thomas and Toby are on their way back. That storm is liable to strand them." Back on the Branchline, the crew wasn't having much luck. "There's nothing for it. The connectors are broken or bent. The snowplow is toast," said the driver. "We can't go any further," said Thomas's fireman, "and there's no way to call for help." "Oh, perfect," said Thomas. "Merry flippin' Christmas," he sighed. "But the villagers need their trees and the supplies. They'll freeze without them. Let me try again. I'm sure I can make it." "With no snowplow? Thomas, do you remember what happened the last 2 times we tried that?" "What choice do we have? If Toby pushes me, I'm sure we could get through." "Toby? It's risky, but I think we can do it." So the 2 set off. It wasn't easy without a snowplow, but Thomas was determined. They pushed and they pushed, but it was one snowdrift after another. At last, they pulled into the village station. Thomas whistled, and the villagers all cheered when they saw the train loaded with supplies as well as their tree. "Hooray!" they all yelled. "Hooray!" The next day, Sir Topham Hatt sent for Thomas. Thomas was worried about what Sir Topham Hatt would say about his broken snowplow. "The villagers were very warm last night, and they had a wonderful feast," he said. "They've already started clearing the roads for Christmas." Thank you, sir," said Thomas. "As you know," continued Sir Topham Hatt, "there are no spare snowplows, so you'll just have to make do without yours for a little bit." Thomas grew happier. Thank you, sir," he said excitedly. Happy holidays!
To the silence, the bright afterglow. Now there's a surprise. For what do you know? It's snowing. Look, it's snowing. Little Jack Frost has been busy last night. The island of Soda is a blanket of white, 'cause it's snowing. Yes, it's snowing. White winter wonderland. There in the valley, someone you'll know. The little blue train finds its way through the snow. Whistle blowing. Yes, it's snowing. It's a beautiful world. It's a lovely day. Cherish this moment. Remember this day, 'cause it's snowing. Yes, it's snowing.